Hello everyone, this is Wayofftrail with Start Gaming, and you're probably wondering, what is this? Well, this is Jumpstart Adventures 3rd grade Mystery Mountain. Now, you also might be wondering, Wayofftrail, why? Well, I was doing something the other day, and this game came back to my memory, and nostalgia took over. And I was like, oh my god, this was like one of my first ever love video games. I think someone had it and I got to download it or something and loved it. It was my one of my all-time favorite games, and it probably explains a lot about who I am now. So it's an educational game. I'll give you that. It's an educational game. Well, so it's also a relatively old game now. I want to say 96. Like no longer supported, stuff like that. So yeah. But I kind of wanted to show you guys like the game and why I loved it. And I know, it's not my normal type of game that I play on the channel, but you know what? We're going old school. I'm doing a game I've played before. It has been a while, so I don't fully remember a lot of it. I remember loving the game, but you know what? Let's just get into it. Yeah. I'll say I remember you can click on stuff. It's kind of one of those click adventures. Oh, here we go. Let's get.
Hello. We've been waiting for you.
Oh.
Please sign in. We've got a busy day ahead.
Oh.
If you're new to this school,
yeah.
Please use the keyboard to enter your name.
Okay. This is me Wayofftrail. Oh. It's me way off because the trail didn't fit.
Please enter and have a seat. Sit up straight. No slouching in this classroom.
All
Is
right.
that gum in your mouth?
No.
Sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. Oh, look at that. Look at it's just a lovely classroom game, nothing Oh, something's happening. First off, what's this? Oh.
Welcome to the Jumpstart pager. Check here for special messages.
Yeah, I don't think any of that is still active anymore. So it kind of reminds me like kind of a lot of like Putt-Putt, Pajama Sam, stuff like that. So you can click on things and things happen, Yeah, so look at all these crazy things happening. Alright, let's click on this. It's glowing. Ooh. Oh god. What's happening? Whoa! Well, hello. Are you okay?
If Professor Sparks had meant for me to fly, he'd have given me wings. But what could I do? This mission is too important.
Hello.
You startled me. I didn't think anyone would be here. Hey, you've got that, the transquizzer. Now be careful with that thing. Don't drop it. The future of the world may depend on that little machine in your hands. That is, if I'm not too late. There's just so little time and so much to do. Listen, I need your help. And if you think you can handle it, you can help me save the world. I am Android XL2, but you can call me Botley. That's what Professor
Botley,
Spark
that
calls
was his
me.
name.
His
I couldn't remember his
daughter
name. I was
Polly
gonna say
calls me-
Robbie.
Well, never mind what Polly calls me. I'm not getting to the point, am I? Here.
No, what's going
let me
on,
start from
Mr.
the
Robot,
beginning.
Botley? Look at this fancy
morning,
graphics right
Polly's
now.
father, he left for another one of his famous inventors' conventions, and he programmed me to keep an eye on Polly. I'm supposed to keep her out of trouble. With Polly, that's always tough. But today, it was impossible. After coming home from school and madder than I've ever seen her, Polly locked herself in her father's secret chamber. Now, I really shouldn't tell you this because I've been programmed for secrecy, but this being a world emergency and all, well, the professor has an honest-to-goodness time machine up there.
What?
And it really works.
Time Machine's in
Not only
96?
that,
No
but
way.
Polly sent 25 of the other androids back in time. The whole world is changing, and the changes of Polly written all over them. Cars don't exist anymore, and now everyone has to travel by pogo stick.
Oh, that sucks.
An orangutan has just been elected president of the United States in
I
a
mean,
landslide.
it's a lot better than the
And
last
the
few we've
Statue
had,
of
so
Liberty is now the Statue of Licorice.
I'm okay with that. Statue of Licorice.
It's all happening so quickly. But with your help, I think we can rescue all the androids and maybe stop the world from getting too
You're putting a
weird.
lot of pressure on me, Botley. Just saying.
Just hand me the transquizzer. I think it's got all the information we need to get started.
Okay, there you go.
Cool. Now hang on tight and come with me.
Hang on to what? Oh, you have a rocket. Oh, you forgot me. Oh, there we go. Mystery Mountain. By the way, you're gonna have to I apologize for all like the black bars on the screen. I couldn't get the game to fit fully, so we're going with this. You know, it's fine. I really tried. It just wasn't cooperating.
Well, this is it. Home sweet home. Polly should be inside.
Aw, he lost part of himself today. Oh.
Oh, that was funny. Watching that poor dumb robot flying back in time. I couldn't ask for a better way to spend the afternoon. In another day, the world will see the dawning of Polly's planet. Whoops, it seems there's someone at the door. Let's take a little peek. Oh, it's only Botley. He knows I don't like to be disturbed when I'm working. It breaks my concentration. Okay, let's see what he wants. This might be fun. Oh, Snotley, you're back. I've been
Snotley.
looking for you.
My name is Botley.
I can see you've brought help. And you've got the transquizzer.
She knows we need it to save the world.
Didn't my father teach you it's rude to tell secrets, Rotley? Well, I suppose he's told you his side of everything. But what does he know? Today, when I was at school, the teacher handed us a surprise quiz. I
Teachers.
already knew all the answers.
Just the
and
worst.
She knew I knew them. So, just to have some fun, I made up my own answers to that dumb old quiz. But instead of laughing like she was supposed to, she gave me a big fat 0. I felt faint and short of breath. No one's ever given me a 0 before.
Well, that's not quite true, Polly. I remember just 2 weeks ago.
Be quiet, Plotley. This is my story. Anyway, after getting my first 0 ever, I got the most brilliant idea. Instead of settling for a bad grade, I changed history to match my answers.
So you sent 25 of your father's robots back in time to change history? How could you do that, Polly?
Please, Spotley, if you're so scared, why don't you just bring him back yourself? You've got my transquizzer. Now all you need are the questions on my history quiz. To make it so easy even you can figure it out, I'll leave the disc with the first part of the test on the first floor. That's 5 questions total. Just plug that disc into the transquizzer. Then figuring out where I sent the robots should be simple. Oh, by the way, you have to get in the house first. And I've changed the locks. Good luck.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's
We're
just
locked
great.
out.
How are we going to get into the mountain? You see, the professor's lock system only opens when you reproduce the chimes you hear. Ring the doorbell to
right.
start the chimes. That will start the unlocking.
It's Simon
method.
Says. Oh, good. This is going to show my, are you smarter than a third grader stuff. Here we go. Bing bong.
Just listen closely and repeat what you've heard by clicking on the correct door panels.
Let me in, please. There we go. Oh, God.
You're doing great.
Let's go.
All right.
Is it going to get pretty hard? I don't remember. I was going to say, if it was going to 5, I was going to be a little worried. I'm like, oh boy, because it could only go up. I had to do it fast, so I was going to forget it.
Way to go.
Thank you. the noise. All right.
Only one more lock.
One more lock. We got this.
Nice try, but not right.
Oh no. Dun, 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 dun. Woo!
That's it. You opened the door.
Brain couldn't remember that one. We already failed in the first
Quiet.
puzzle. You know, we're
Follow
doing good.
me. First, though, let me put this in a safe place. It's the utility belt that Professor Spark designed for me, and
Oh.
it's quite an achievement.
Oh,
Over there's a
look
button
at that.
will take you out of any room in the mountain. The indicator next to it tells you how much energy is left to power the mountain. Now, if you ever need
right.
assistance, push on this button, and I'll do what I can to help. In the middle of the belt is the inventory. That's where we can store things we find in the mountain. The transquizzer, for instance. Professor Spark has set up a lot of games inside the mountain for Polly, me, and the other robots. If you click on this button, you can make some of them harder or easier to play. Finally, this score keeps track of how many invention points we earn. By opening the door, you've already earned a few points.
Yeah.
Now, our destiny.
To destiny.
This is the professor's home
Oh
and
God,
laboratory.
the nostalgia.
Entirely self-sufficient environment. We don't have
So
to
many
leave the
memories.
mountain for anything. The professor even included recreational and cultural activities, so he and Polly wouldn't get bored. Over there's the kitchen, where we feature the very finest robot cuisine. Back there's the art gallery.
Right.
Through that door is the music hall. When Polly takes her weekly music lesson there, the whole place clears out. Behind that door are stairs leading to the professor's jumbo electro generator. If necessary, we might have to go down there to power up. Finally, that stairway leads to the upper floors, filled with the professor's inventions. His most amazing invention, the time machine, is at the very top. Maybe later we'll have time to explore, but now we have to stop Polly from making the world too weird. To
Okay.
do that, we need to find that quiz disc. Hey, there it is. Pull out the transquizzer by clicking on the inventory button on the utility belt.
Okay. All right. So we got some stuff. All right. It's only letting me do this one. Oh.
All right, it looks like the disc
Hello,
should
Botley.
be inserted in the slot near the top of the transquizzer.
Oh.
Good morning, Polly. I hope you've studied for the quiz today. You may have a lot of natural ability, but even geniuses need to study.
That's Polly's teacher, Ms. Winkle. At that
Miss
school on the
Winkle.
hill, everything's state-of-the-art. All the quizzes are personalized, programmed, and videotaped by the teacher.
Oh,
Pretty
fancy.
cool, huh?
Pretty fancy for '96.
Today's quiz is all about inventions and discoveries, something you should know plenty about, Polly. But no fair asking your father for help. There are 25 questions total, Polly. 5
Okay.
on each of the 5 discs I've passed out to you and the rest of the class. That's 5 different levels. So, sit up straight, put on your thinking
Why
cap,
does it want me to
and
sit up straight?
select your first question.
Okay, what we should do first is select one of the quiz questions. Just click on any one of the 5 buttons near the bottom of the transquizzer. Since we've got to bring all the robots back, the order doesn't really matter.
Okay. Let's go with the middle finger one. Right in the middle. Baseball was invented this.
Click on the yellow start button if you want the next question.
Baseball. Let's maybe not go sports ball. Today we know the Earth. Okay, there's a science. Ancient Olympics. Okay. When you get sick, the role of the doctor. Okay.
Click on the yellow start.
Scuba. I mean, science, right?
on the yellow start
but if I
button if
fail
you
at
wanna hear
science,
this
I'm gonna look
question.
real bad. You know what? Let's. I said I was gonna do the middle finger one. Let's do the middle
yellow
finger one.
start button will play
Baseball
this
was invented in the
question.
summer. Why do you think baseball wasn't? Let me read that again. Baseball was invented in the summer. Why do you think basketball was invented during the winter?
Baseball games usually take 2.5 hours, but only 8 minutes of that time is action. That's a lot of waiting around. It's no wonder that basketball, not baseball, is watched by more people in America than any other sport.
Is that true?
Baseball
No.
was invented in the summer. Why do you think basketball was invented during the winter?
Oh boy.
This is an easy one, Miss Winkle. Basketball was invented in winter to give snowmen something to play. I mean,
Oh.
think about it. Whose life is more boring than a snowman's? All they do is stand around waiting to melt.
So that snowmen would have
well,
something
Polly,
to play.
You slam dunked that one. Basketball was indeed invented as a winter sport for snowmen. And believe
Doubt.
you me,
X to doubt.
7-foot snowmen are extremely grateful to have something to do besides stand around in the cold.
Snowmen playing basketball? You can't bring snowmen inside. They'll melt all over the court. We better do something quick. The lives of millions of snowmen depend on us. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer.
Okay. Goodbye, Transquizzer.
Well, it just so happens, Botley, that I realized long ago that you would try to mess up my work, so I covered my tracks by hiding clues all over the mountain. 4 clues total.
Well, Polly, okay. It looks like we have no choice but to play by your rules, as unfair as they are. Just tell us what we need to find for this mission.
Calm down, Shockley. So what if I sent Danny DeFrost-bot back in time?
Danny
He'll eat things up a bit.
DeFrost-bot.
Now, if you have a problem with
Does
that,
he look like
you'll
Danny
have to
DeVito?
find these
I don't
4
remember.
clues. A handkerchief, a blue ox, a fish, and a whistle. Smokin'.
Danny DeFrost-bot. He was always a bit hot under the collar, but I can't believe he's willing to melt the world's snowmen. Polly's reprogrammed him, I'm sure of it. Let's find those clues. We have to get Danny back.
All right.
Keep still while I sense around for clues.
Why don't you sense?
Hey, we're in luck. I'm sensing a mission clue in the music hall.
Music hall.
There's also
Ooh.
a mission clue in the painting gallery.
Painting gallery. All right. Let's go, music or painting? Let's go music first.
This is the door to the professor's concert hall,
right.
which he usually keeps locked so none of the less musical robots around here pound too hard on the piano. But the door doesn't open with a key. Instead, it uses a password. Hey, Beethoven!
Beethoven.
Hello? Who's there?
I forgot how good this game was.
Botley, it's just you. You should have called my
Oh, I
name
missed this.
instead of just scuffling around out there.
Sure. Okay, listen, Polly's up to no good again, and we're trying to stop her. We're having trouble with this lock. Can you help us?
Now, Botley, if I just gave you the answers, Polly would reboot me in a heartbeat. But if you're really having trouble figuring out one of the words, click on the button next to it, and I'll see what I can do. Good luck.
Okay. What you must do is unscramble the letters on the left side
That's
of
right,
the door
unscrambling
to
the
create
letters.
4 words.
I already think I know what they all are. I was trying to figure out while he was talking. All right. So, R, A, R, A, I, N. Rain. How do I, wait. Oh, there we go. I see.
Rain!
Terrific.
Yay.
We're almost in.
Rain. Now, wind.
Wind!
Great job.
I remember some of these being pretty hard, you know, as a kid. This one was, I just had it. Heat, I think.
Heat!
Man, you're really moving.
And I think this is sleet. Do you have to do an order? Oh, no, you don't.
Sleet!
You figured out all 4 words. Now, can you unscramble the password?
Oh. Is it weather? It is weather.
That is correct.
Ha
The password
God,
is
I'm so
weather.
smart for a 3rd grader.
Hey, you got us
We're
in
in.
the door. Let's go. This is the mountain's music hall. This is where
Ooh, I don't
rehearsals
remember
are
this.
held by our award-winning all-robot chorus, headed by Maestro Trombot. Of course, thanks to Polly, half the members of the chorus are lost in time right now.
Oh. yeah.
Ah, to hear their sweet, dulcet tones just one more time. Maestro? Hey, Maestro!
Shh, Botley. You'll misalign my perfect pitch sensors. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. There we go.
Sorry, Maestro, but Polly's put us all in a bit of a jam, and the future of civilization is at stake.
Mamma mia! If she would only practice her arias, she wouldn't have the time or the inclination to destroy the world. Music has such a civilizing influence. Although her voice, let's just say it's not music to my ears.
Called out.
I heard that, Maestro.
Ooh.
You just don't appreciate my instrument. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Well, Polly, you do have a quality.
I've got scads and scads of quality. But what Notley here wants is the mission clue I hid here. In order to get it, though, he'll have to play me a song. Not just any song, though.
Uh-oh.
I want to hear this song. And please play it right, Dingbot. My delicate ears
Okay.
can't handle even one sour note.
You gotta play
You
it
mess
right.
up, and you get nothing. Nada. Zilch. Nuts.
You know, if you like, you can play the organ with the top row of number keys on your keyboard.
Oh.
Click on the music tablet to play that tune.
All right.
How did she... it seems that you have your work cut out for you, dear Botley. You see, the music is all mixed up. If you want to hear how it's supposed to sound, click on me and I'll play it for you. Then you should have little trouble rearranging those musical phrases until they're in the right order. Click on the button next to the phrase to hear the music stored on it. Then click
Okay.
on the phrase to move it to another slot.
If you click on the play button, you
Kinda
can play
remember
the
this.
entire piece as it's arranged on the music tablet. You can even change the instrument it's played with by selecting one of the instruments on this panel.
All right. Let's give this a shot. I don't remember this fully. Oh, Jakey Doodle there. This one's last. Oh, they play as you move them. Nope, that one's third. Okay, I think we got it. Play.
Way to go!
Bam! We're so good at this. I can't wait till I get something just absolutely wrong and it's gonna destroy
This
me.
song
I'm gonna look
is
so
called
bad.
Yankee Doodle. In the old country, Italy, you know, a macaroni is a type of feather people used to wear in their hats.
Oh.
I bet you never knew that.
Oh, what's happening? Oh, we're playing it now. Oh, they keep going. Hopefully not copyright or I'll be in trouble. I don't think it is. I'm assuming not.
Music to my ears. Store the mission clue in your inventory, then we can continue our mission.
All right, we got our first piece of the puzzle.
Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in
In
the
the art
painting gallery.
Painting gallery, art gallery. All right, in we go. Oh, I kind of remember
Professor Sparks'
this.
art gallery. It's sort of an art museum and an art studio combined.
I don't remember what you
That
do
odd-looking
though.
machine over there is his virtual collection.
Oh, so there's two different
where the
ones.
professor keeps a display of some of the most famous works of art in the world. You can also go into the painting gallery in the back to create your own masterpiece. Don't forget to bring your imagination.
Oh, hello.
If you're going to visit the gallery, you let me know if you find any of Polly's things hidden in there. If I've told her once, I've told her 1,000 times, don't mess up the collection. Of course, she doesn't listen to me. Why, once I found a Romanesque urn next to a Baroque.
Oh my
That's
God,
Mrs.
how
Beasley.
dare she?
She's the resident art expert. Some say she's as old as some of the Greco-Roman statues in here.
I heard that, you hotshot silicon chipsters. So smart and so fast and so what? I've got more sense in my vacuum tubes than a lot of you.
Well, if we have any questions about the art, we'll be sure to ask you. Let's go to the painting gallery. I sense there's a mission clue there.
Painting gallery's this one.
This room looks like an ordinary painting gallery, but Polly's father created it so anyone can make their own art.
Heidi-ho, Snotley. I hid one of the mission clues here, and if you want it, either you or your friend will have to paint me a pretty picture. Of course, I get to tell you exactly what to paint. And it better be good. I've always wanted a painting that showed something like this.
What am I looking at? Oh.
A very boring boy. I watched a boring cartoon yesterday about a boring boy in his boring living room playing with his boring car. He reminded me of you, Snotley.
Click on any of the empty frames to begin painting. Click on the sheet of paper on the floor to read Polly's story.
Okay. A very boring boy. I watched a boring cartoon yesterday about a boring boy in his boring living room, playing with his boring car. He reminded me of you, Snotley. Okay.
So the deal here is that Polly wants us to illustrate her strange story. I don't have much of an artistic flair. It's just not in my programming. So it looks like it's up to you. Luckily, Professor Spark made it so anyone can paint like one of the great masters. To your left are all the tools you'll need, and at the bottom are lots of cool colors.
Okay.
If you need to be reminded of what Polly's demanding, click on the card on the lower left corner of the frame.
All right. Oh, right. You got to match up the stuff. Okay, we got the living room. Look at, let me paint that real fast. Look at that. Bam. Look, I should use this for art. Is this people? No. No. Okay, so make that go away. What's this? No. 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 No, I definitely do not want to print. Hold on. I watched a boring cartoon yesterday about a boring boy in his boring living room playing with his boring car. He reminded me of you. Is it just I have to have the right background? A boring boy in his boring living room. Oh, right here. We're going to put him right here in the middle of the floor. Boop, there he is. Boring boy playing with his boring painting. Just double check. Watched a boring cartoon yesterday about a boring boy in his boring living room playing with his boring car. Okay, I think that's everything you gotta do. And I think you can add more to it. So I think you can add to it. Like I can add like he's running over someone's head with the car. And hold on. And let me put little X's for eyes there. And then we need blood streaks from the car. There we go. Nailed it. Now how do I say I'm done? What's this? I don't know what that is. Is that done then? No. Oop. I forget how to say done. I don't remember. Are they all glowing, or is it just the ones on the end? Just the ones on the end. Boring cartoon yesterday about a boring boy in his boring living room playing with his boring car. Do I need to have the TV in there? Huh. Boring boy. This boring living room. We've got a car in there, right? I mean, I'll put an extra one. Let's see, you don't print these. Well, that's fun. Do I back out? How do I back out? About a boring boy playing his boring living room. Yeah, that we did. This is an eraser. We don't need the eraser. I don't want to print.
Click on any of the tools or buttons if you want me to explain what they are. When you want to work, just click on me and I'll skedaddle. I know that great artists need their space.
How do I leave? What is, this?
The zap button lets you get rid of any animated stickers you've already put in your painting.
Oh.
Click on the button, then click on the sticker you want to zap. Poof, and it's gone.
This is erasing lines. I don't want to print. How do I end it? How do I be like, I'm good, thank you? Oh, save the painting.
Beautiful job. Just
Jeez.
pick up the clue and add it to the inventory.
We got a blue
Good.
ox!
It seems you got the painting right. Grab the clue and put it in the inventory. No mission
Yoink.
clues here. Let's try another floor.
Alright, so if I click my inventory. Alright, we've got two things there. Alright. Progress report. Oh, it even tells me, well, in fact, it has this many years. Spelling, vocab, logic, 30 of 31. What did I fail at? Hold up. Oh, it was outside the door. Music. Okay, alright. We're doing alright. The print.
This floor's empty. Let's try.
Alright, we're heading up the floor. Oh, these, right.
You'll see that as we go up higher in the mountain, the professor's inventions get more secret and bizarre. Here we have the professor's delicate biosphere. And over there, we have the professor's shrinkomatic.
Oh, I think I liked
way
the
to shed a few robot
I think I liked
cameras.
both of these.
That tram there will take us even further up into the mountain and to some of the professor's other inventions,
Okay.
including his famous time machine.
Alright.
If you want to go back to the first floor, click on these stairs. Quiet now. I'm going to sense out this area.
Sense.
Huh, I'm not getting a reading on this floor.
Oh!
Check out another one.
I was just saying, I'm like, oh, as there's I remember both of these were kind of fun, if I remember right. Alright. We'll see how it is, game. I get excited about something, and the game just takes it away. So it must be this and this, because I think this
we're
is
at the very top of the mountain.
the time machine.
Just knowing what's up here gives me chills. Still, I'd go anywhere.
I kind of remember this.
Any danger to save my fellow robots.
I don't remember this.
Over there, we have the professor's observatory.
Observatory.
Once, a while ago, he caught Polly spying on the neighbors with the telescope. Boy, did she get a nice long time out. In that room is a little obstacle course, sort of a robot boot camp.
Okay.
The professor uses it to test out his new robots. Of course, I passed with flying colors when I was tested, but sometimes he comes across a robot with a few bugs that need to be worked out. If you want to go back downstairs, just click on the tram. Oh, and over there, behind those forbidding stone doors, that's where the professor stores the time machine. There's no way to open it, though, until we have all of Polly's mission clues and, of course, enough invention points. Careful now, I'm
Right.
going to sense around here.
Well, I have a feeling it's going to be here and here.
Okay.
Just a guess.
All sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the observatory.
What?
We're on Easy Street. There's another clue. In the robot maze.
Alright, let's do the robot maze, because I kind of remember it. I think it's like coding. Oh, thank you.
This is the most dangerous part of the mountain. That's why Professor Spark uses it as an obstacle course for testing out new robots.
Right.
With all the treacherous paths and sharp turns, it's the perfect way to test out the latest in robot navigational technology.
Okay, I know what to do. I already figured it out.
You're right, Motley. That little box down there contains the mission clue you so desperately need. I programmed that stupid robot to put that box where you wouldn't be able to reach it. Then I scrambled the commands. See if you can unscramble them.
Okay, as far as I can figure, here's the situation. That robot has been specially designed to maneuver his way down there. He's really good at...
Okay, I'm just gonna stop you there. We just gotta move these. Okay, south 2. Then we gotta do the log. Then we're gonna go south 3. Oh, it didn't switch. South 3, jump, go west. Boom. 1, 2, take the log. South 3, 1, 2, a 3, jump south, and then west the rest of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, just like that. I'm so glad my brain is good enough to get these 3rd grade stuff.
Terrific! Polly has nothing over you. Beautiful job.
Ooh, whistle.
Just pick up the clue and add it to the inventory.
Thank you.
No doubt about it. There's a clue.
Alright, and we'll head this way. I don't remember... I remember the room, I don't remember what you have to
Professor Spark.
do.
Just take a look at this place. It's here that the professor conducts all his top-secret astronomical experiments. Way ahead of his time, of course. Hey, did you know that the professor landed a rocket ship on the moon years before Neil Armstrong ever set foot on it?
Oh, did he?
Just kidding.
I guess you could say that you can get a mission clue here, but it's not exactly in this room. In fact, it's not even in this solar system, because
Oh.
I used one of Daddy's rockets to ship it into deep space. Special delivery. You won't find it by just looking around the void. You'll have to figure out exactly where to look.
How do we do that, Polly? Space is a big place.
Well, just because I'm such a nice girl, I'll give you a teeny-weeny hint. There you go. I just sent the hint flying off toward the new black hole Daddy recently discovered. If you really work fast, you might rescue the hint before it gets sucked up into another dimension. Then again, maybe you'll fail. Scary, huh?
Don't worry, we might have a chance. Professor Spark recently launched a whole series of space probes into the black hole. I think we can use it to intercept Polly's radio transmission. Just click on the telescope and we'll get started.
Okay, I don't fully remember. Ooh.
This is the professor's star chart. It's really like a map that shows the locations of all the billions of stars that we can see from Earth.
Oh, I think that's
of course,
when you
there are billions more we can't
solve
see.
it.
In the old days, people used to navigate by the stars. This map would have come in handy then. Move the pointer over any of the constellations to find out their names. If
Oh.
you want to know more about one of the constellations, just click on it.
Okay, that's
hand is
not
still-
what we need yet. We need this.
This is cool or what?
I-
One minute we're in Professor
kinda
Sparks'
remember this.
observatory, and the next we're looking into space 300,000 light years away at a humongous black hole. See that? That was Polly's radio transmission, and the radio waves circling inside the black hole is part of Polly's hint. Unless you blast it out of there, it's gonna get sucked into a different dimension. That's one of Professor Sparks' space probes. Don't worry, it's strong enough to resist the intense gravitational pull of the black hole.
Oh, yeah, of
and
course
it
it
packs
is.
laser beams powerful enough to knock Polly's radio transmission to safety. You can actually spin the ship by using the arrow keys on your keyboard.
Okay.
To shoot the ship's laser beam, press the spacebar on your keyboard. Whenever you hit a radio transmission packet head on, you'll knock it 1 light year away from the center of the black hole. When you collect 4 radio packets, you've got Polly's entire hint.
Okay.
Ready for unscrambling.
Oh, okay, it's got a little, Gotta line them up here. Oh. Ooh. Oh boy.
Wow! Nice
Just start
shooting.
shooting.
You got nice shooting. You got a radio packet.
This is kind of an
You
easy
got
one just to
another radio
spam.
wave packet.
Why do they move into different spots?
All right, you got all the radio packets.
okay.
Now we can decode
Did it.
Polly's hint.
That wasn't too bad.
This is the professor's alien transmission decoding device. It comes in handy when it comes to decoding transmissions from extraterrestrial beings. The catch is, he hasn't yet found any alien transmissions to decode. Still, we can use it to read Polly's hint. I guess you can call that an alien transmission. Here comes the radio transmission you intercepted from the grip of the black hole.
Alright, let's see what we got.
What
Okay.
a drag. Polly's hint is all scrambled. The words aren't in the right
I
order.
made the days
Polly's
longer than
not
the
an
nights.
alien, technically, but we can still use the professor's alien decoder to unscramble her hint. What you need to do is rearrange the words so they create a sentence that makes sense. You know, a subject is usually followed by a verb and all that stuff you learned at school.
Learning! I made the days longer than... Oh, there it goes.
I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great.
Let's see. I made flowers grow tall and days grow warm.
Hey, you made quick sense out of that messy sentence. But wait, there's more to be done.
How did I do all these things?
Hey, you made quick sense out of that messy sentence. Almost there, but it seems Polly left a grammatical booby trap.
I brought spring to ancient people.
Decoding operation is completed. You broke the code.
I made the days longer
Ooh.
than the nights.
Silky voice.
I made flowers grow tall and days grow warm. How did I do all these things? I brought spring to ancient people.
Way to go! The hint is unscrambled. Now we just have to go to the star chart and figure out where in the universe she sent our clue.
Alright, here we go.
You have an idea which constellation Polly sent the spaceship to? Click on the star chart to figure it out. Click on any of the constellations and this machine will tell you a little bit about them. Polly's clue should help you figure out the right constellation. If you think you know it, then click on the constellation again.
Okay. Is there a way the hint? No, I don't need the hint. Okay, I brought spring. Hold on.
Ursa Minor is the little cousin of Ursa Major. Known as the Little Bear, Ursa Minor looks like a small version of the Big Dipper. That's why it's called the Little Dipper.
Okay,
Hey, there are a lot of stars out there. Hey, there are a lot of stars out there. Just because the spaceship isn't in that constellation doesn't mean we won't find it in our next try.
oh, that was me
Well, I
trying.
guess the spaceship's not in that constellation. No problem. Let's try another.
Weird. Okay, what was the thing? I make.
Ursa Major,
Oh, there's
the
Ursa Major.
Great Bear,
Wait, what?
is
Oh, I
the one
see.
constellation
It was-
everyone knows. That's not because Ursa Major looks like a bear. It's because it has 7 stars that form the Big Dipper.
I see. Boots. Hercules.
Stars
Lyra,
that are 3 times bigger than our sun
Cygnus,
die a strange death. At the end of their lives, they collapse into themselves.
Pisces.
The force of gravity becomes so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. We call such stars black holes.
I bring. What did that say? Tucana, Capricorn, Aquarius, Cetus. Carina Vela. I'm just seeing what else is here.
The
Crux,
zodiac is the name for 12 ancient
Centaurus,
constellations.
Scorpio, Libra, Hydrus.
Some people believe that the positions of the sun, Orion the Hunter, is the brightest constellation in the winter sky.
Ooh. Oh, I think I clicked off the game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And in Greek mythology, the most handsome man in the world.
There we go.
He is the easiest to pick out. Look for his uplifted club in one hand, his feet widespread, and his belt around his waist.
Okay, this just goes back and forth between them. I guess,
I
what do I...
made the days longer
Oh, that's what I
than
wanted.
the nights. I made flowers grow tall and days grow warm. How did I do all these things? I brought spring to ancient people.
Aquarius means water bearer in Latin, because people believed he carried water to the gods. But Aquarius was a constellation that ancient people feared. It appeared in the winter, and winter brought rain and sometimes deadly floods.
It appeared in the winter. We don't want that. We want summer.
Leo the Lion is the 5th constellation in the zodiac. Leo doesn't really look like a lion, though. Some people think he looks like a backwards question mark. Pisces is the last constellation in the zodiac, and its name is Pegasus is the winged horse. Neptune invented him from a scoop of white sea foam, and some Aries looks like a powerful Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Budace is Corona Borealis, is a golden Ursa. Draco is the Cassiopeia. Pegasus, Delphinus is Lyra, looks like a small heart. Hercules stands in the night sky, holding a mighty club. Delphinus is the dolphin. Draco. Budace is one of the oldest constellations, sometimes called the hunter or the herdsman. He follows the great bear and keeps all the Cancer. Virgo was a beautiful young woman who in Greek mythology, Auriga couldn't walk, so he invented a chariot. Perseus is a hero. Aries looks like a powerful. Pisces is the last constellation in the zodiac.
I don't fully remember.
Hydrus is the little cousin of Hydra. Libra is the Scorpio. Sagittarius represents Chiron, the king of the Centaurus. Crux is the Southern Cross, and although it's the smallest of all the constellations, it was used by sailors to point to the South Pole. Crux is so small that for Carina represents the keel of Jason's ship. Orion. Eridanus is a mythical river that flows across the night sky. When once the son of Helios, god of the sun, steered his father's chariot
I don't remember this one fully on like what I'm supposed to
out of the sky
do.
And the son of Helios fell into the river Eridanus. Cetus is a sea monster who in Greek mythology was killed by the hero Perseus. Grus is a long-necked crane. It was put in the sky by the Greek god Hermes. Tucana is named after the beautiful toucan, a bird from South America with a very large bill.
Yeah, give me help here.
Click on the hint button if you don't remember Polly's clue.
Right.
Click on the hint button if you don't remember Polly's clue.
I made the days longer than the nights.
Right.
I made flowers grow tall and days grow warm. How did I do all these things? I brought spring to ancient people. Vela is the sails of Jason. Carina represents. Vela is the sails of Jason's ship. The wind of the heavens guides the ship through the starry night sky.
I want to say it's in the northern hemisphere.
Cancer is the Latin name for crab.
Do I have to actually listen to it fully?
Can you see the crab's claws? Cancer is also the dimmest constellation in the zodiac. It is almost impossible to see with the naked eye. In Greek mythology, Cancer was a crab that was sent by the gods to attack Hercules. But Auriga couldn't walk, so he invented a chariot to carry him around.
I'm trying to think which one makes sense.
4 horses pulled the beautiful chariot. It worked so well that the gods honored Auriga by placing his image in the night sky. Perseus is a hero famous in Greek mythology for killing the monster Medusa. With a head full of snakes instead of Andromeda was almost killed by a sea monster in Greek mythology, but luckily she was saved by the hero Perseus. Cygnus is the swan who flies through the night sky with his long neck. The star Deneb is one of the brightest stars you can see. It shines with the light of 10,000 suns. It is 1,630 light years away, which is a very long way to fly. The stars were formed out of Ursa Minor.
I'd suggest trying Aries. It's in the northern hemisphere.
I realize now you have to double-click them.
Aries looks like a powerful ram, but its stars don't twinkle brightly. Still, it was the most important constellation to ancient people. When Ares
Oh.
appeared in the sky just before dawn, people knew that winter was coming to
Ooh,
an
you
end.
had to listen to these. Like, oh, God.
Way to go! You picked the
Yeah,
right
I did it.
constellation,
I also
and now
didn't
the
know I
ship
had to
is
click
heading
on them
back here.
twice in order for something to happen. Okay. So that's how that works. All right, and
Wow, that was wicked. Just put the clue into
and not just that
inventory
you
and
click
let's
on them
get outta here.
twice. Like, you had to listen to
Future
a bit of it.
awaits.
Not just the beginning stuff. That is an ugly fish.
All right, we got all the mission clues. Now all we need is enough invention points. We need 1,000 total.
Oh.
How about playing a game on the first floor to win some more invention points?
Okay. So we gotta.
Since
We need a couple more points.
why don't we play a game on this floor while we're here?
We
Let's
could do
check
this
out the
floor,
Shinkomatic.
or we could do the bottom floor. He did say the bottom floor, so let's do
That was the
the.
last of Polly's
Actually,
mission clues, but we'll never be able
we
to
need
work the time
1,000.
machine
Why
if
don't
we
we charge up? Because we'll have to charge up anyway. I remember hating this room because you had to do it so much. Was this room math involved? It may have been. I don't remember. Could explain a lot.
This is the mountain's electric generator. Pretty impressive, huh? Professor Spark invented it so that he could produce all the electricity he needs to run the gadgets here in the mountain. And believe me, this place needs a lot of juice. It basically runs with batteries, but these aren't like the batteries on your flashlight at home. When
This one
used
was
in the
math.
correct combinations, these batteries pack a big enough wallop to kick this generator into gear. See the monitors on those tubes? Each one has a specific battery requirement, so
Okay.
that when magnified together, the batteries are equal to the value on the monitor.
Right.
The trick is to pick the right combination of two batteries. When you get all the batteries in place, the generator will produce electricity. You have to think fast, though, and work your way through both rings to get the generator going, because those batteries will run out of juice if you make them pull all the weight for too long.
Okay.
Okay, now you do it.
All
Put
right.
the correct batteries in place.
All right. 1 plus 2. 11. Can I do another 11? Oh, you can. Oh, you can't do that. 11 and 1. Let's do... You can't do that. 12. And we'll do 3 and 2. Okay.
Way to go! You've completed the first ring, but you gotta hurry. You still have to get through the second ring.
Alright, let's do this one first. 10 plus 10. 4 plus... We're just doing quick. 5 plus 4. 10 and 11. 10 and 3. 9 and 10. And 2 12s. Boom! Powered up, baby.
Wow, that was fast! Now hold on tight!
Ooh, shiny.
Isn't that cool? That was some jolt. We've got 100% energy now, so let's go save the world. We've got everything we need to
Okay.
complete this
I was like, I
mission.
think that's something you had to
Since time is
constantly
of the
do.
utmost importance,
So,
let's get
it
to
made
the
sense
time
if we needed
machine
some points.
immediately.
Alright,
We
let's
should
head
go to the time
upstairs.
machine. We made it. We got all the clues.
Time machine time! It's a cool door, by the way.
Wow. Excuse me if I sound sort of odd, but I wasn't sure we'd make it to the time machine mission control. It's impressive, huh? This is Professor Spark's most important work to date, the time machine extraordinaire. The professor created it so he could witness the invention of anything you can think of. Just go back in time and observe. He would never meddle, not like Polly. When he finds out what she's been up to, I wouldn't be surprised if she's in for some serious time out. Now
Yeah!
we need to figure out
Get
where
her.
we have to go in history to complete this mission. That odd-looking machine will help with that task. It's called the Wheel of Invention, and by using Polly's mission clues, we can figure out which inventor we need to find. The professor tried to ensure that not just anybody could use the time machine. You need to know something about history, science, art, a little bit of everything.
Oh boy.
Really.
All right.
So click on the wheel and let's get going.
Alright, we're heading this way.
We finally made it! This is where we bring everything together and figure out how to find the robot that Polly sent back in time. This is the professor's wheel of invention. It's an obstacle to the time machine. You see, some of the robots kept wanting to travel back in time to taunt the early computers. But you can't have that. So the
As you
professor
do.
devised a little quiz that's too difficult for the robots. But hopefully it's not too difficult for you. Oh, brother. Polly's reprogrammed the wheel so it's no longer just a quiz. It's a quiz show.
Ah,
It seems the show's
of
called
course.
Hollywood Squares.
Hollywood
You're
Squares.
the first contestant.
This is how you play. Answer 3 questions for each of the clues you collected. You'll find out what, when, where, and who. All the information you need to create a profile of your mission.
Once the
Okay.
game begins, you gotta work fast and try to answer each question on the first try. That way you'll win the time key faster and win the most points.
Look at as he moves the his head,
Okay, let's
the
begin.
antenna
Just click the on button to
is just
start.
like stuck in the background, but you can see it trying to move and it stays. Let's
Hey,
go.
kids. Do you know what time it is? It's time once again for Pollywood Squares. Win this round, and we'll send you on an all-expense-paid round-trip holiday to rescue Danny DeFrost-bot from history.
I hope he looks like
Your
Danny DeVito.
first clue is a handkerchief. The handkerchief will lead you to the subject of your first mission.
Okay.
In ancient Rome, a losing gladiator could ask the spectators to spare his life. If the spectators waved their handkerchiefs, his life was spared.
Oh.
Where in ancient Rome did the gladiators fight?
A stage, an arena, a gymnasium. An arena?
The arenas in Roman amphitheaters were the place where
Doubted myself for a minute
gladiators
there.
risked their lives for the sweet smell of victory.
For some reason my head was thinking Coliseum.
In an arena, spectators sit in a circle or oval all the way around the playing area. Which sport could you watch in an arena today?
Definitely not water skiing or tennis. Baseball?
You're
Wait.
right. Baseball's played in a stadium.
Spectators sit in a circle or oval all the way around the playing area. Which sport could you watch in an arena today? Couldn't baseball be in an arena? I think it is. Is it tennis?
Perfectamundo.
Let's say water skiing, no.
Tennis started in ancient France as handball.
You can watch
Tennis
baseball
is
in an
played on
arena.
a rectangular court. What other sport is played on a court?
Okay. All right. Not football. Got it. Or boxing. It's basketball.
Slam dunk time out. You found what this mission is all about. Basketball.
So, Polly sent
It's about
Danny DeFrost
basketball.
to foul up the invention of basketball. Keep going, you're doing great.
I mean, I'm not too upset that she fouled up basketball. That doesn't
Your second
bug me
clue
at all.
is a blue ox. The blue ox will show you where your mission will take you. In a famous tall tale, a blue ox named Babe is the companion of a lumberjack named Paul Bunyan.
I knew that.
What was the most distinguishing feature of Paul Bunyan and his blue ox, Babe?
They were space aliens. They were giant.
Exactly.
Paul Bunyan
Legend
and
has
his
it
and
that
Babe
Paul
were
Bunyan
huge.
and Babe were so big they dug the Grand Canyon. Giants are things that are bigger than normal. Which giant tree is the largest living
I'm also
thing
curious,
on
like, if any
Earth?
of these things are like out of date, but it should be the sequoia.
Great
Yeah.
going. There's a good reason why the giant sequoia
All of a sudden, my
is
brain was like,
giant.
wait.
Some of them have been growing for 4,000 years. The giant sequoia grows in only one country on Earth. Which country is that?
Uh-oh. Sequoia. Isn't it the U.S.? Oh,
Fabulous!
I was like,
the
isn't it
United States
California?
is the home of the giant sequoia, and also the birthplace of basketball. Basketball's the only major sport that was invented in America.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know
Let's
that
keep
either.
going and find
Actually, I probably
Danny
did,
DeFrost-bot.
seeing as I
The
played this
invention
game
of
once upon a time.
basketball, of all things, is in jeopardy.
Your third clue is a fish.
A
The
fish.
fish will show you when in
A
history
goldfish.
you need to go.
When in
Unlike
history?
animals on land, fish never stop growing. The older they get, the bigger they get. What do you call a collection of fish that live together?
A school? Yeah.
A whale of an answer.
Oh, thank
Fish
you.
form schools because it's safer to hang out in groups than to live alone.
Yeah.
How do you catch a school of fish?
I feel like there are multiple ways, but I'm assuming net is probably what you're looking for.
Talk about school spirit. But it's far easier
Terrible.
to catch a school of fish in nets than to hook them with fishing rods one by one. But
I mean,
nets
you
are not only
could.
used for fishing, you know. Nets open at the bottom were first used by basketball players in 1912. That was 21 years after basketball was invented. When was basketball invented?
Is this just a math question? Oh, it is a math question. Okay, so nets open at the bottom were first used by basketball players in 1912. That was 21 years after basketball was invented. When was basketball invented? Well, really the easiest is just take, well, it should be 1991.
Swish! Basketball
Swish!
was invented in 1891. It took over 2 decades for today's basketball nets to be invented. The very first game was played with peach baskets instead of nets.
Oh.
Swish! You did it again. All we need is the name of the American who invented basketball.
This is
in
third grade
1891.
knowledge, by the way, that they're giving you. This seems like
Your
that seems.
fourth clue is a whistle.
I thought we'd do
It
you
will
like
lead you to
more?
who you need to find on your mission. When you blow into a whistle, the air inside vibrates. That's what makes the sound. Ancient whistles were made from bird bones.
Oh.
The ancient whistle was an early version of which musical instrument?
Well, it's probably not trumpet because that's not a. I think flute is woodwind. Harmonica is technically not a woodwind. But I'm gonna go flute.
Fantastic! Flutes make beautiful, sweet sounds when you blow into
Yeah,
them.
they do.
Flutes weren't always used for playing music, though. The ancient Greeks used flutes during sporting events, just like referees use whistles today. Where could you hear a flute in ancient Greece?
The Olympics? Probably not the marketplace, or probably gymnasium.
Score! In a Greek gymnasium, the person in charge of coaching the athletes used a flute to mark the beginning and end of sports matches.
Of
In
sports ball.
gymnasiums today, gym teachers use whistles instead of flutes. Who was a famous gym teacher?
Oh God. All right, listen, everybody. Babe Ruth, I know, is a baseball player. Martina Navratilova, I have no idea who that is. James Naismith, I feel like I've heard the name before, and maybe it's from this game. I'm gonna go with that. I don't know this answer. I don't know if Babe Ruth was a gym teacher, but
Good.
oh, haha!
James Naismith
I knew
was
it.
A gym teacher who became famous for inventing a sport that could be played indoors during winter.
I knew that.
That
Yeah,
sport
I know it was sports ball.
basketball.
All right.
Hey, we did it.
In 1891, James Naismith invented basketball in the USA. That's all the info we need to go get Danny DeFrost-bot out of trouble. Before we take this trip back in time, can I just tell you how amazing I think you are?
Oh, thank
That
you.
said, grab the time key and let's
How
move
you know
out.
this game's just so nice to your feelings. How amazing I am. Ooh, spooky.
Wow, I never thought I'd see the inside of this thing. Pretty cool, huh? The professor made it clear this time machine was off limits to anyone but him. But with Polly about to send the world out
I like
of
how
control,
all these
I think the
of all the
professor
scenarios like
understands.
that
looks
she's
like a
fixing. I'm
window
like,
into
I've
the
got to
past.
save
All the
basketball.
information you found at the wheel is now neatly in place up there. I guess the time key did that. This lever looks important. Click on me if you think I should pull it.
Oh, 100%.
Start things up. Ready for a little one-on-one? A gym teacher in America is about to invent basketball. Let's go.
Alright, let's see. Woo! Brain
It's
blast!
James Naismith hanging the world's first basketball net. A peach basket.
Huh.
But what has Polly put Danny DeFrost-bot up to? Snowmen can't play indoor
Does not look like
sports.
Danny DeVito.
You better hit that recall button before basketball becomes a complete washout.
I mean, I think I like this better than original basketball. We could just keep this one. We don't need to recall him. It's fine. Snowman playing basketball. Love it. Alright, fine. I'll recall him. Get back here, Danny DeFrost-bot. Who doesn't look like Danny DeVito?
That's better. Basketball was invented as an indoor sport during winter. Make sure your seat backs are in their upright locked positions while I take us home.
Woo!
Ah, there's no place like home. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine.
Alright.
We need to put this robot to rest.
We're gonna go shoot him? What?
This is where
Oh.
the professor stores all his time-traveling robots. I call it the Robot Roost. Believe you me, these guys have been around the block a few times. The problem is, we have to get them all back
All right,
from the
any,
different places
bets
and
on where
times
he's gonna
that
get
Polly
placed?
Sent them. Right now,
I'm gonna
though,
go
it's
with
1 down and 24 to go.
here.
You gotta start somewhere. Just let me store this robot for safekeeping. A long rest is sorely needed.
Come on, big money. No, I was way
We've
off.
saved plenty more back in time, so let's start another mission.
Oh, Botley, you're such a party pooper. Well, just because you got lucky that time doesn't mean that I have to start worrying. There is still more to come.
No time to
We
pat
saved
ourselves
one.
on the back. Select another question so we can save another robot. Click on the inventory to start a mission.
All right. Well, ladies and gents, I think that's a good stopping point for now. We'll kind of maybe do one save episode. I think it's a good call. I don't know how to save, so I'll figure that out.
There's plenty of cool things to do on this floor, but unless we're on a mission, it all seems pretty pointless to me. Click on the inventory to start a mission.
I probably got to click it twice. So, yeah. But anyway, so that's going to do it for now. I hope you guys like this little series I'm going to do. I just wanted the nostalgia for a game I used to love long ago. Yes, I understand it's 3rd grade, but it's still fun. And actually, some of the questions are actually good trivia questions. So, we'll just continue on with it. And plus, there's some other aspects of the game we haven't seen yet. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.